first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carry for the rookie Nick Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ready. You ready?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready. You ready? Hey, two. 12. 36. Ready for check.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. You ready? Let it. 21.
Breeze to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Ready. You ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Cox's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. Past the 20. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Breeze lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming to get you. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Flag for 2. Flag.
Eagles hide in the game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Ready? You ready? 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. Ted Ginn's gonna go. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 96 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready? Ready?
Breeze to throw on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready? You ready?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ready? Yellow lady,
On second down, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready? You ready? Go down.
Breeze now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go screen pass to Hyde. And now running right through it. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Ready. Over. You ready?
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready. Waiting. 11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Breeze now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. On first down, Breeze. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. Ready? Yellow lady.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
95-56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Taylor, and that'll be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Slow. Z.
On third down, Taylor. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3 down. Ready. You waiting? 13. 11.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this is incomplete. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Taylor will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. On target over the middle to Hill. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
No gain on the play there. Second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
21, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play. And it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze to throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Ready. You ready? 22 by 22.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Monday.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake. Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Breeze on third down. That is cleared at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
21.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Taylor now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Taylor to throw. Landry brushes him off. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Taylor. That's Njoku over the middle. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. Throwing now is Taylor. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's Taylor. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Again, it's Taylor. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Taylor will throw again. Eluding, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.